China is emerging as a major powerhouse in the manufacture and sale of electric vehicles. But perhaps there is a dark side that has not yet been revealed. Recently, a large field appeared filled with thousands of abandoned Chinese electric cars. The sight made your chest flutter, because the cars, the majority of which were painted white, were already stained due to layers of dust and partially covered tires. Grass. There were a number of cars that already had number plates, but were left in the 15,000 square meter open area. The property status of the land is commercial, which can be rented out. These cars are not new cars because they have aftermarket seat covers, floor mats, and junk lying in storage. This phenomenon is happening in several big cities in China, where thousands of electric cars that were once promoted as an environmentally friendly solution are now piling up, without anyone using it. The Chinese government has provided massive subsidies for the production of electric cars, which has led manufacturers to produce in large quantities. However, market demand is not commensurate with production numbers. Many electric car rental companies in China have failed to survive due to fierce competition and financial problems. When these companies go bankrupt, their cars are often left in landfills. In recent years, the Chinese government has begun to reduce subsidies for electric cars, resulting in decreased interest from consumers and manufacturers. Cars that were once expected to sell well in the market ended up not being sold and ending up in this graveyard. Some electric cars, especially those produced in the early stages of this technology's development, have problems with their batteries and other components that cause them to fail quickly or be inefficient. When repairing or replacing batteries becomes too expensive, these cars are eventually scrapped. Some electric cars may not meet the latest environmental standards or stricter regulations. This makes them difficult to resell or use on the street, so they end up being thrown away. Despite a big push for electric cars, supporting infrastructure such as charging stations is not always sufficient in all areas, making the use of electric cars impractical and reducing user interest. The combination of these factors is leading to the accumulation of unused electric cars in junkyards across China. The exact number of electric cars dumped in scrapyards in China is difficult to ascertain, but various reports and sources say that thousands to tens of thousands of electric cars have been abandoned in various electric car cemeteries across the country. For example, in several large cities such as Hangzhou, Beijing, and Chengdu, large tracts of land have been found filled with thousands of electric cars that are no longer in use. Other reports say that in one place alone, there could be more than 10,000 abandoned electric cars. This phenomenon continues to grow along with policy changes, rental company failures, and other problems in the electric car industry in China. The Chinese government is trying to tackle this problem, but the number of scrapped cars continues to increase.